There's a lot of new stuff in Defiance after the patch. A new landmass and missions and everything, but I really wanted to skip that for the time being, and I wanted to talk about some of the underlying things that were done. Just the little simple things you may or may not see. For instance, if you happen to see the chat, now all the chat is time-stamped, so you can see exactly when somebody said something, which I don't really know why that's necessary, but there it is. So I guess you can at least see what's going on there. You can see this now, that with the clan, well, that's a friend, but there is a go-to clan, and I don't know where it is. There's supposed to be a go-to clan, and I guess I may not know how to use it, but there is supposed to be a go-to clan member thing now. There it is, go-to clanmate. So we now have that option. I'm wondering if this person must be in an instance that I can't just hop into real easily. But yeah, so there it is, go to clanmate. So it's not just go to friend anymore. You can actually jump to a random clanmate, which will really come in handy at events. And there's a friend hopping to me right now. Your Defiant few vendor weapons, which I would love to show you, but as you see, that just didn't want to work. They've added a mod cache for it now. That's 120 reputation and 5,000 script. So now you can actually get mods for your Defiant few weapons, your Gangbuster, your Crime Fighter, and your Bloodhound. And this thing is leaping around. There's a few issues. When I first came in today, I had no vehicle, no grenades, but now, there, got my vehicle back. I had to do a second patch before it would actually work right for me. Now, also, one of those interesting little things, if we go to the Defiance store, they have added new stuff. Lockboxes. Number one, here's your corporate espionage lockbox. There is a big to-do about this right now, because you see it's 360 bits, which you're like, well, that's not bad. That's one of the cheaper ones. It's the same price as a tier 4. But if you peek over here in this box, they've added it here so that you don't have to use real money. So it's 48 keys and 1 million script. Yeah, we're just going to pause and let that rest for a minute. That is a lot of script to spend on a box. Now, I will buy one at some point to see what happens, but they've nerfed events. Just like we had heard. I'd heard something a little bit about it, and they did. And I'll show you that right here. Now, if you're wondering exactly what it is I'm talking about, I mean they nerfed the rewards for events. You now get less script, arc salvage, keys. It's just, you can see it here. Plus, it kind of tells you who's using boosts and whatnot, or it tells you that you are, unless you know that other people are. So, you see here, I normally would have gotten probably 15 or 20 keys, and I didn't. Now, I got here with about 11 minutes left in this incursion, so I only did so-so compared to what I normally would. I'd love to have gotten higher and seen what happened, but there's a plus sign by my name, and that means I have boosts, and so do the other people, but it only shows the score I had for that to me, not to everybody else. Now, this is what does make me a little bit happy. Mount Tam incursion, it's back. Hooray for the Mount Tam incursion. I love this thing. So, it's just something else to do, I should say. So that's wonderful. And it looks like maybe we'll have it back now. Hopefully they have this fixed properly. I never knew what was wrong before because I never had any issues with this thing. There weren't very many people here, so this one was very difficult. And a lot of just, I don't know, it was still laggy and glitchy. Like they would shoot you and you never flinched, so you never knew you were being shot. So it was kind of an awkward type of one for me. I normally don't have any issues. I'm not equipped properly. I was still equipped from that last incursion I did, but even this one I scored pretty good, pretty fast, I thought, for the amount of time I was at this one. And I think I got like 3 keys, where this thing would have normally paid you 5 or 6, 7 keys for 30-something thousand score. I got 3. So it's going to be a lot harder to make things. I mean, while you are happy to get these type of things back, it's going to be hard to make Arc Forge and keys at this point. So without keys, there's also less Arc Forge, and it's just an endless battle with the way they've set it up right now. And it's a battle to stay out of the actual cash shop at this point. But at least it seems like a lot of these things are in here, but I wanted to play some events before I even bothered to go anywhere else. And yet here it is where I'm like, okay, I'm putting my shotgun back on because I've had enough of this infector. But they've made it very difficult for you to do anything. I really suggest, the way the scoring is, you play for fun. Don't play for weapons. Don't play for the chase. Play because you enjoy killing stuff and the events and playing with other people, because that's really and truly what you need to look at now. Unless they reverse some of these things, it's the way you're going to have to do it. And I wanted to show this just as much as anything because it's messed up. This guy is still going to have 2 legs left when it dies. That's not even supposed to be possible. But we almost completely killed it after the first leg. And I was having to run for my life like insane because like everything decided to come after me. And
Finally.
Yeah, so this was a really weird thing. I've never seen this. 2 legs and it's still alive. So this thing was definitely glitched up because you're not supposed to be able to kill it. And yeah, that's just totally freaked my screen out. You can see I'm looking and stuff was coming after me. I was like, okay, it's time to get out of here. But you're also worried about missing the kill shot on the Hellion itself. So, and I think kind of did, but I kind of didn't. I think it still gave it to me in the end because I had shot it lately enough. But or at the end I had shot it and I was trying to kill stuff. So, and you'll see it here again, a plus by my name and anybody who has score boost going, but it doesn't show the score boost. So I'm first place here, but I'm legitimately first place. So don't look at it wrong. So now here's another new thing that they have added to the store. Bribes. You're seeing that. So you can buy reputation now. You can buy any one of these, and it gives you 100 reputation for that particular person. Now, they've made a few things easier, like you see the marks for the Defiant few, and you see the Tar family crest or emblem or whatever you want to call it. Now, instead of there being a star on your map now, you will see that double swords for where there is a box for you to get. And where there's a place to leave a Defiant few bribe, you'll see that mark on your screen. I do believe it's red. And that makes those a lot easier to tell which one you're going to look at. Because it was a little weird because you'd see a star on the map and you'd go to it and it would be one of the characters from the game. One of the main characters, because they all have stars on them. So it's nice that they marked them like that. I don't know what to say, I think, about being able to buy reputation. I won't be doing that. So, but that's some of the new stuff. Now, I do want to mention something I did bypass a little bit. Now, if you do buy this from either the store or from the lockbox itself, these things drop the new weapons that have new synergies on them that I can't tell you crap about right now because I don't know the new synergies. But you do get new guns with new synergies. You may get a legendary, you may get nothing. But they also have a chance to drop some decent new outfits as well. So if you're wanting to spend bits or a ton of script on these, then there's a chance for a new synergy weapon. And these are what we call backpack synergies, so you don't need any kind of mods for them. You can use normal mods, non-synergy mods. You don't have to, these are all like you have to equip 3 things. So basically you have to hope you're going to get like 2 weapons and a shield so that you can get the full synergy. It seems like this is, I don't even know what to say about this. This is really weird. It seems like it could cost you millions and millions of script, hundreds of millions of script, even trying to get 3 of the same type of synergy, because there's 3 different synergies. I mean, at least if you were trying to get, say, all orange and you didn't want, running around with a bunch of greens or blues on. And let's get into that. Let's say this is worse, because with that nerf where we're getting less rewards, less keys, less arc forge and everything now, and less keys definitely means less arc forge because you can't hit as many boxes. So, and you see this, everything. If you see this new little thing that says encrypted, everything I have is encrypted, no matter what color it would have been. I dumped most of my stuff ahead of time, but look at this TacMag Pulsar. Well, they said everything in your inventory was going to be encrypted already. I guess what they did was if you had a legendary, they encrypted it right off the bat. It can't, because I mean, once you hit legendary status, technically you can't get any higher, and it gives you supposedly a 3% bonus to that weapon. Like a weapon will do 3% more damage, and a shield way up here will have 3% more capacity. So they did that to your weapons. I guess it was kind of to be a nice thing. My understanding was our entire inventory would be that way, but we just saw my blue weapon right here is not encrypted. But if I were to raise this weapon to purple, it would become encrypted. You can only raise your status one time. The rarity can only go up one and it becomes encrypted. So remember that. So if it's not purple, don't even bother raising it up, because it's so hard to get Arcforged now that I would not suggest raising the rarity of anything but a purple to a legendary, and that would be it. Otherwise, it's just a complete waste because you want the damage that the legendary gives you. Now, I am standing right here, and I just wanted to show you. Now, this is where the new Von Bach mission was, and down there, you can see it lighten up, kind of. There it is. That is how you get to the new area. You see how there's a little map there. So that's how you can get to Silicon Valley as you go there. Because if you look down on the map now, there's not even an island down here anymore. It's completely gone. So you have to go here for now. I mean, I guess this is where the new mission will start, right here. And I'm sure they'll tell you to go into Silicon Valley from there. But I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to finish this one because I still have another thing I wanted to show you. That is a little bit on the outrageous side. Okay, now we talked about them nerfing the keys and everything. They made it basically where your score doesn't give you as much. Now, we used to take our Arc Salvage and buy key codes, and I would still do it. It wasn't too bad to me. 10,000 Arc Salvage, 10,000 script, got me 10 keys. You should have already looked at this by now. If you're not, 100,000 Arc Salvage and 50,000 script to get 10 keys. This is absolutely insane. I will never, ever spend one dime more of my Arc Salvage on keys. That is so massively overpriced. This is, in the end, let's just cut straight to the chase on this one. This is driving us to right here. Right here. Because this is what they want us to buy. They want us to go right here. I would assume convenience, yeah. And they want us to click this button. And they want us to pay real money for Arcforge. Because you've already nerfed Arcforge in Tier 2s and Tier 3s. Now you've reduced the amount of keys we can get from events. Which means we'll be hitting less Tier 4 boxes. So you won't be getting as much Arcforge even out of the Tier 4 boxes. But, hey, I'll just take my salvage and I can use that. Well, no, we're going to make it incredibly high in price for you to use your Arc Salvage. So, spend your Arcforge very, very wisely these days, because this is where you're being driven. You are being driven to the store. I'm not happy with what they've done with the events. Right now, I'm sitting on 31 keys. I would probably be on 60 to 70 keys with the events I've done at this point. So I haven't done a dark matter. I would like to do a dark matter and see, but I've heard rumors that dark matters aren't paying that well either. That basically, like, the kill shot has been cut down from either down to half to a third, depending on how many people were there. So get ready for the stuff we knew is gone. It's all changed. You're going to have to play this game to have fun now, not for the chase. The weapon chase is over unless you're wanting to spend real money. It's about the way it feels to me. So get ready for that. And here's a nice little thing, though. They did do something nice. There's my vehicle. They taught my guy how to do something. Look at this. I got in the passenger side. How nice is that, huh? Before, you used to get in on your passenger side and you had to get out and run over to the driver's side. And your guy has actually been taught how to scoot his butt over from the passenger side to drive. So nice. I didn't even have a clue that that was going to get added. I was pretty happy, but just remember, if you want a new weapon, you're going to have to get it, or the new weapon with a new synergy. Not a new weapon, just a new synergy. No new weapons. They just, same old weapons, new synergies out of this corporate espionage lockbox. Don't do this anymore. Don't buy your key codes. Look at this. You want one key code, it costs you 5,000 script. 10,000 Arc Salvage. That's insane. And what I can tell you, one thing that has not been nerfed is the amount of Arc Salvage that I'm getting. I have already made over 20,000 arc salvage in the same time that I made 22 keys, 23, 24 keys. So I'm averaging 1,000 arc salvage for every key. So I'm getting plenty of that. Now, I've heard loot was not going to drop as often. I'll tell you one thing. I haven't seen this. I am getting tons of drops on the ground, tons of ammo still, tons of spikes and stems. It's all dropping like crazy for me. So whatever we heard about that isn't quite true. Now your shields are going to start causing you issues because your armor plates, you know, the 3 little yellow armor things there underneath them, I am watching mine disappear a lot faster. So either the enemies have gotten a small buff that I am not aware of, and I don't think they did, but maybe they did. Because even I had a level 7 area, I think, take away all 3 of my plates, like nothing. It seems like the armor plates have been horrendously reduced, and I've swapped to a couple different classes to see if maybe I didn't have quite something set right on one, and every one of them I am watching my armor plates get wiped out. So be aware, it feels like they've kind of reduced the effectiveness of armor plates. I could be wrong. It did seem like when I was shooting at a boss enemy, now look at that guy way out there. What's he doing out there? He's in the wrong place. It does seem too like if you're shooting at a boss enemy, if you were using bio and you broke his plates, boom, that was a massive, massive bonus to your points. It feels like that's gone. I tried to look at it as I was going, and it kind of seemed like that had disappeared. Hey, buddy, you're supposed to be over there. You're in the wrong place. All right, we need to go visit an old friend real quick. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I know that when you do the missions that they will tell you something about Charlie, or you have to find Charlie or something, but I just thought before I did them, I'd come visit Charlie, because this is where Charlie used to be, and he's not here. But I'm sure when we do the missions and everything, we'll run across him, because I know that's part of it, but Charlie is not where he used to be. But we're running a little bit long here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and I will catch you guys later.